Hey everyone, Paul Johnson from Waconia, Minnesota, and also part of the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be tying a new fly, and I was fishing the last couple of days, and it kind of dawned on me that what if I took two of my favorite flies and combined them together and see what we came up with, and that's what happened here. So, real quick before I get started with this fly, I'm going to show you my two of my favorite flies. One is the Gussied up lightning bug, red body, black wire, red wings, and then a thorax with peacock dubbing. Take that along with the stop and go soft hackle, which has always been one of my favorite flies, green body, red wire, peacock curl, and then a thorax of the same peacock dubbing. And I take those two flies and put them together and come up with a stop and go gussied up lightning bug, if you will. So it's tied on a size 14 scud hook. I do have a 2.8 millimeter black nickel tungsten bead. The tail is mayfly brown Zealand. The abdomen is green holographic tinsel. The rib is red wire size brassy. The thorax is super bright peacock dubbing, and then the wings are micro red crystal flash. So we'll get a hook here. I already have the bead on the hook. You bump the camera. Start with my thread, which is 14-aught in red. Any red thread would, any color thread would be just fine because you're going to bury it anyway. For the tail, I use this mayfly brown Zealand. This is actually the micro improved Zealand, so it's a straight Zealand versus the standard Zealand, which is a crinkle. Just tie that in right on top of the hook shank. Make sure we keep it nice and smooth. And I'll cut that off about a hook gap in length. Next, I'll tie in a length of red wire, mentioned size brassy. I'm going to tie that in right on the near side, or my side of the hook shank. And for habit, just counter wrap wire. So with that, I want to tie it in on this side. And again, just go back and forth with my thread to make sure I keep a nice smooth body. Next is some of that green holographic tinsel. Tie that in. And then I'll bring my thread up right behind the bead. I'll use my rotary feature on my vise, so I'll throw a 1/2-inch knot, swing the cradle arm around, and then with the rotary feature on my vise, just wrap that tinsel in. Just a little bit overlapping turns, just to make sure you just maintain a smooth underbody here. Get up to the bead. I can get that bob and cradle out of the way. Secure that tinsel with a few wraps of tying thread. Cut that excess out of there. And then the red wire, again, counter wrap. It doesn't matter, it's just habit for me to always counter wrap my wire. And we're gonna just keep these ribs or wraps of the rib a little bit closer together than what you would traditionally do on any nymph type pattern. Get up right behind the bead, secure that wire, a few turns of thread, and I just use the fingernail clippers, come in here and clip off that excess wire. And then I'm going to add a dubbing noodle with this super bright dubbing, just a couple inches of dubbing. I'll apply that for the thorax, and I'll tie in the wings, or legs, if you will, and then I'll add just a touch more dubbing to the front. So right there, right behind the bead, I'll take a length of that crystal flash, which will be the wing. So cut it in half so one becomes two. Tie that in on my side of the hook, a couple wraps, and then I'll just bring it around the far side of the hook. Then a couple X wraps here just to secure that in place. And then I'll take just a smaller amount of the dubbing, which will be applied right in front of the wings, and that kind of helps sweep them back just a little bit. And now I can whip finish. Cut off my thread, and then I'll just pull those wings back and cut them about halfway down the abdomen, maybe a little bit further. So there it is, the brand new Stop and Go Gussied Up Lightning Bug. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.